Hello everyone and welcome back to another review. Today I want to talk about The Incredibles 2, my second most anticipated movie of the year. I want to apologize for once again not uploading. I had to switch internet, and let's just say it's been a rough 2 weeks for me. And to make my current conditions difficult, I had to dog sit for a second time in a row. With all that little venting out of the way, I am quite a fan of the original Incredibles. I never watched it in theaters by all means. I don't know why though. And for this one, Pixar took 14 years for this movie to finally be released, but it's here. So how incredible did this super family have improved on? Let's figure it out. Also, please bear with me as I rarely do this stuff. So in the movie, Mr. Incredible and his family are still struggling with the no supers law until a businessman and possibly superhero geek, I'll just call him Winston, he reaches out to them with his plans to bring back the supers. What I think of this movie story-wise is that it's a bit of a rehash of the plot of the first movie, but with Elastigirl in front of the action this time, and Mr. Incredible trying his best to taking care of the kids. For Mr. Incredible's portion of the movie, I feel is more story driven and at times funny and heartwarming. You see him struggling through everyday life, the kids' problems, and taking care of baby Jack Jack. That is one of the most interesting parts for me. And then you have the other parts of the movie with Elastigirl. Her part of the story is more action-packed and all about her working for Winston with wiping out danger to boost the public's opinion on the supers, all the while trying to discover the identity of a new villain called the Screenslaver. I'll get to that part in a moment. What I think of that part of the story is that most of it I enjoyed. A very small part I find as filler, but whenever there's a bit of suspense, you may get it. Animation-wise, this superhero family got themselves a major update since the previous film, especially when it comes to the hair textures, to more large open areas, to even the rubber on the suits. If there are any reasons this movie took too long to finally be released, I believe that has to be one of them. For the characters, there are some old characters and new ones, obviously. Most of them I felt they were a bit underused. Besides the superhero family themselves, the old characters in this movie like the Underminer, that agent guy, and Edna Mode, they were in it for either one scene or two, and then that's it. For the family themselves, there's Mr. Incredible deciding to challenge himself by taking care of the kids instead of being the front of the action. As I said before, that is where the movie gets comedic and also character driven at the same time. And then there's Elastigirl, aka Mrs. Incredible. I don't even know why I did not say that at first. She is in the front of the action because she's less destructive, as Winston says. There are some parts that get from exciting to intense, and maybe even suspenseful, like I said, especially with the mystery around the Screenslaver. And then there are the kids, Violet, Dash, and baby Jack Jack. Violet has a bad case of mood swings due to what happened between her and her crush named Tony. I won't say what happened, but it did make me feel sorry for her. I'll just leave it at that. Dash is just there due to having math problems. But Jack Jack has a lot of moments in this movie. One of them involves a raccoon. I found it hilariously surprising. Frozone also returns. He's not in as much as I thought, but whenever he is, I get excited is because Frozone is one of the best parts of the first movie for me. And then there's Winston himself. There's not much to say about him, but is it just me, or does he remind me of that lawyer guy from AMC's Breaking Bad? Finally, there's the villain Screenslaver. Again, not much to say, but I will say there's a big metaphor of fake news. Also, I still think Syndrome from the first movie was a better villain than him. Despite the underuses of the supporting characters and a weaker villain, I still had a great time with this film. However, I must ask you all to proceed with caution. Even though it's PG, the language is more mature. So if you plan on seeing it, or if you haven't seen it yet, just proceed with caution. That's all I'm saying. So with all that said, I'm going to give Incredibles 2 an 8.5 out of 10. Again, I want to apologize for this video being a week late. As I said, it's been a rough 2 weeks for me. I just hope it'll be over soon. So join me not next, but this Friday for my review of Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom. And also, be on the lookout for more Kingdom Hearts 1.5 videos. So don't forget to like this video, comment down your thoughts on this movie, and as usual, hope you all have a great day.